I am the Beyond Sean. This is going to be the first time that you ever see me go live. I wasn't actually planning on going live, but I guess Spirit had other plans. I usually prefer to pre-record videos, but sometimes this is just how Spirit wants everybody in real time to witness truth and divine spirituality and insight all at once. So I'm going to try not to be up here for very long. I want to do a brief spiritual read on just worldwide issues that affect us, that has been affecting us. I try my best to be very non-biased with readings, but this is my personal channel. So on this channel versus me in person is going to be a little different. This is for those who would like to seek spiritual insight of what's going on worldwide. I have titled this video purposely, or should I say this live purposely, as Anointed from the Inside Out. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, So that's to those who understand what I'm saying when I say that, right? So let's get to the reading. Again, this is not going to be a long-winded reading. I just want to reveal truth, something that has been on me for quite about a month now. So this is going to be a second global spiritual reading that I have done of 2026. I think I did the first video in February, maybe January, but anyhow, I'm going to start with the True Crime Oracles deck. I have another True Crime Oracle deck that I'm going to use, but this is a different one, so bear with me. Okay. I'm just going to get two more cards out of this deck here. Hope everybody's enjoying, some good weather. I know here on the East Coast, we're trying to get there, but day by day. Let's see. I don't want to rush it. This is in live time, so if you see any accidents or anything, just bear with me. Okay. So let's do it like this. So the first card I got is the Observer's Insight. So as I said, in the title of this video is Anointed from the Inside Out. This is a time to really be mindful and observe everything that you think you know. This is a time to use intuition. It's a time to have discernment, and a time to hear your higher self, your ancestors, the Most High, and observe what you are seeing and be very cautious at what you're watching, who you're watching, what you're seeing, because it is a time of great manipulation. We have the Enigment Cipher. This card says, decode the mysteries in your life, use your analytical skills to unravel complex situations or communications, and pay attention to patterns and symbols that may hold deeper meaning. So that's exactly what I just said. This is really going to be a message I can tell you before it even goes along that is going to really hit for you to pay attention to what you're watching. This is spiritual news. This is not the news that you're going to see on TV. This is going to be spiritual news, because this is going to be the truth. I'm not saying take my word for it. Take your own intuition for it. Take the words of God's word, or your ancestors' words, or your spirit guides' words, or the elders in your community's words. The truth seeker. This is going to be the shortest message I put up here. It's time to seek the truth. I just said all these things before I even pulled that card. It's a time to seek for spiritual truth, spiritual insight, spiritual knowledge. I know this is going to be hard for some people to come into here, but if you are going to hear this video, you are meant to hear it. You are meant to see this. This is an important time for those who know deeply spiritually that clearly something is going on here, that, it's going to take more than just being against one another, arguing amongst one another, because social media has just become a place where we have warfare within this space, and we have warfare on the grounds, and there's clearly warfare in the unseen realms, and there's warfare in many other places you do not know. We have 4 cards that came with this. The Case of Integrity. I mean, this is already dropping on you. It's going to take a lot of integrity. We talk about, the new age of Aquarius and the old world's, faiths and beliefs ending. It's a time for a lot of integrity. It's going to take a lot of us to put our egos aside and put our differences and our beliefs and our religions aside. I see so many things about, multiple issues that people are arguing about. I'm not going to get into that because, again, I want to come very non-biased with this reading, but at the same time, I'm going to speak the truth. All right, we're going to go on to the next oracle deck, which is also another true crime oracle deck. Let's get about 3 cards from here. Yeah, pardon me, I'm a little nervous. I don't do lives. Okay. Let's get a third. Okay. Let's get this. All right. I'm gonna pull instead. All right. So we see meeting, strangulation, pardon me, and power supply. Now, I'm not going to take that as literal. Like, nobody's going to be out here getting strangled for all the sake of control. But what I will say is we know that those who are in certain high positions, they set these things up to take away a lot of the things that we need. Power supply, meetings. That means that these things are all arranged. All these things are not by accident that's happening. All these things are quite set up. They are thought out. They are deliberate. Everything that you've been seeing happening, it is not unknown that some of these deaths are not set up, whether they're falsified deaths, whether they're true deaths. These are all things arranged to take the people out for the sake of power control. I mean, is that not pretty obvious? Let's get about 3 more. Pardon me if it seems like I'm rushing through it, but one thing about me, I'm not here to play. When I'm on, social media, because I recognize that everybody's doing readings and things like that. But for me, this is more deep than that. I used to do this years and years and years ago. But I really feel that now is a time for you to kind of recognize those who are really here for the message and those who are really here to guide you and not just pull you in for views and try to get you to pay for something. This is for the free. We see affair. Now, some of these things I'm not going to read as literal because I use pure intuition here. So we see affair, suicide, and travel. Now, we can take that for anything right now because some of these things that are going to happen in our world, it could come in just what it's revealing. It could be that people are coming together. These people that are higher up, let's follow the story. It could be that these people, they come together and they create suicide and all for the sake of power. These people will make themselves seem like they're enemies, but in reality, they're like a married couple. And they know that they're going to kill their own. And they know that they are marking themselves. And they know that they are making these movements worldwide for the sake of power, money, control, greed. They would do anything, right? So when I read these kind of cards like this, I don't look at the cards. I look at how the message itself, and obviously intuitively what's really happening here. These people are all one team. And they know what they have to do, because let me tell you something, as long as their generations, their grandchildren, their children, their legacies are left with money, honey, they'll jump right out the sky for the sake of money, to control the world, to control their population, to keep things in a certain cycle. All right, let's go back to the other deck here. Because again, I'm not going to be up here too long. I just want to just drop a few insightful messages of things that may have already been happening, or what's happening, or just, like I said, insightful messages that needs to be revealed for those who want to look at this from more of a spiritual perspective of our worldwide issues. And I hope it really reaches those who are interested. Let's see, we got 3 here so far. The evidence unfolds. So again, I believe, of course, we will begin to see that these things will become evident, because one thing about the truth will always be revealed, right? You got to pay attention to everything that you are seeing, because everything is not always as it seems. You're going to start to see stories that don't make no sense about a lot. False deaths to create war, false information. And you're just going to, again, start to see how some of these things, whether it be in your own cities, country, worldwide issues, you're going to start to see a lot of truth in 2026 come out about all these things, no matter how manipulative they are, no matter how much they lie. The truth of the matter is consciousness has elevated. If you are not elevated in your consciousness by now to recognize the lies, the manipulations, then I don't know what to say, and this ain't for you. The hidden evidence. Sweetheart, again, my mother, my grandmother, my aunties, and the old folks used to say something was done in the dark, you know the rest, will come out in the light. These things that have been hidden evidence, oh, believe me, the truth is going to be revealed about all these lies, about all this falsified information that's going on, whether it be this war that they've started, whether it be what's going on in your own city, whether it's what's going on in this here world, no matter whose world, a lot of truth is going to be revealed. The case is going to be closed, point blank, period. What y'all going to realize is that God didn't come to play in 2026. Point blank, period. This ain't going to be one of those times where things are just happening, boom, 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 and nothing's being done. Oh, no. Again, this is a new time. And as a time of Age of Aquarius comes through, and the time of the new, a new world of oneness comes through, people's consciousness are stronger. The things that have been kept secret are no longer. And when I say the Most High is going to shut it down, it's going to be shut down. No matter what it is, no matter who it is, no matter where. You can best believe that a lot of things are coming to an end, and it's going to be a new beginning. Let's get 3 more. For those who get a chance to witness this in real time, I am once again the Beyond Sean, known to be the Beyond 191,000. Okay. These messages are very quick. The witness perspective. We are the witnesses. And this is where, again, perspectives have to come into one accord. Whether you like it or not, we are going to be pushed in this new world, this new age, this new consciousness, this new soulful time to start having one perspective, and that perspective is humanity. Not about your religious beliefs. We got to put that stuff, when I say we got to put that stuff aside, even if you don't want to put it aside, you are going to be challenged to start working with everyone, because this affects everybody. What's getting ready to continue to happen is going to affect everybody. So whether your spiritual faith is different, your religion is different, no matter what communities, different diverse groups you come from, no matter whom you are, everybody's perspective has got to come into the one perspective of oneness and love. The transformation. It will continue. Let's see, the seeker's eye. This is, again, it's the eyes have to be revealed. When those who are seeking true insight, this is your video. This is your time. This is the moment to take this into consideration. If you've been seeking the truth, if you've been seeking the things that you need, right now it's time for your spirit eye to be really decalcified. The discerning eye. Come on now. The discerning eye. Let's look at all three of these. The witness perspective, the seeker's eye, the discerning eye. You got to use your intuition, your spiritual eye, and a higher perspective of what you're seeing in this world. If you believe for a second that these folks are not working together to destroy families, to destroy community, to first and foremost, and always have been their mission. It has always been their mission to try to destroy the higher evolution of consciousness. Because no matter whether they like it or not, this level of consciousness cannot be destroyed. It is too late for that. It is done. It is time for everybody to use that spirit eye, that discernment that you claim that you have, that gift that you claim that you have, that power that you claim that you have, and utilize it in your community, for your perspective, for yourself, for your family, and for your soul's evolution. This is not a game. This is not that type of channel. This will not be that type of channel. This is going to be the channel that's going to give you that real insight, the real truth. I promise you. Let's close out with three more. Maybe more than three. Let's see. Let me put this back so I can focus. The legal wisdom. Again, we ain't gonna take the cards literal with everything. This is a time to use a higher level of wisdom, because God's law, universal law, is real, and it's the true hierarchy. You got to align with higher perspective. You've got to align with a high level of wisdom, because this nonsense, this arguing about who's the better race, culture, community, religion, who's got more money, who deserves and who doesn't deserve, all those things are dwindling down. If you haven't noticed, celebrities and all, it don't matter who you are. These people are going to take you down because it is their purpose. No matter how much coin you think you got to use your higher perspective in wisdom. The transparent truth. If anything, this is why I titled this video, Anointed from the Inside Out. Because when you are anointing from the inside out, you've drank that holy oil, you have had it anointed on your head, you have had the prayer put on your life before you was even born. Honey, you better use what you got to get what you want. And I ain't talking about a quick piece of change. Because it's a hidden agenda, just as you see right here. But it ain't so hidden when you got a spiritual eye and when you really are tapped in. Nothing is hidden from God's eyes. It ain't just a different group of people. This is for everybody. Nobody is separated. Nobody is better. Nobody is chosen. Because, baby, if half of y'all was talking about y'all chosen was out here, y'all be up on here giving the truth. And not just up on here, but you're going to be working hard in the community to give insight. And you ain't got to have a title to do that. the analytical, excuse me, the analytical lens. I'm not purposely pulling these cards. It ain't even about the cards. This is how Spirit is coming through. This is how God is coming through. This is how the truth is coming through. You got to look at this with a spiritual lens. You got to analyze all this information with your intuition, discernment, and a spiritual eye and a higher perspective. Because that's what this message is really revealing to you. To look at these things from a higher perspective and intuition. The case in point. And it says here, focus on specific examples or cases relevant to your situation. So what that's just really saying is you got to focus with a different point of view. To get to a certain understanding of the situation, you got to focus. And you got to be really aware. Awareness right now is super important. See, I didn't just come here to pull cards because everybody can do it. I'm not looking for donations. I'm not looking for you to come to me because, honey, I haven't done this in years. But sometimes you got to come up from up out of your spiritual garden, closet, whatever you call it, your sacral space, because you know that deep down inside, this here realm has become something so malevolent. It has become a spiritual trap. It has become a place where so much manipulation is happening. But it's also a place where you can bring out great perspectives, positivity, truth. And it's going to be a select few that will want to come for this type of information. This is not going to be glammed up. This is not going to be, a place where I'm just trying to draw people in. It could be 5 people that see this video and go share it with their families and with their community, and I'm fine with that. I don't post every day, but I really just want to do this for the sake of truth. Because I promise you, it's going to be so many deceiving points of 2026, just like any other year. But this is going to be the year where you're going to see so much truth coming out, and it's going to take for your perspective, your point of views, your spiritual eye, your intuition, and your discernment to really grasp you. And with that, I hope that this finds the folks that it was meant to find. And I hope that it does something for you and for everybody who sees this. All right.